Hi friends, Briggs Wallace here. Have you ever wondered why you start to feel anxious when someone doesn't text back immediately? Or why someone pulled away from you the moment you started to get close? Well, that could have to do with their attachment styles or your attachment styles. Attachment styles are the blueprint that our nervous system goes by to try to feel safe in relationship. Now, these develop in childhood and develop oftentimes by what we did get or what we didn't get, and can be really big drivers in how, as adults, we relate within relationship, especially close relationships like good friendships or romantic relationships. So let's go through the attachment styles and see where we land, and then see what we can do without that information to transform ourselves to feeling more balanced and centered and creating healthy relationship dynamics in our life. The first attachment style is an anxious attachment style. Now, this is preoccupied, and this style, if you live within this style, you feel both like you crave closeness, but also that you feel afraid that others will leave. You often need a lot of reassurance in relationship and can feel really like you overthink the little things that happen within relationships. The second relationship style is avoidant, and that's more dismissive. People with avoidant attachment styles often value independence and pull away from intimacy, vulnerability, and any situation in which they have to rely on others. And then the third is disorganized. Now that's a mixture of fearful and avoidant, which is like a really, really tough push-pull feeling inside of you where you want to be close, but you don't feel very trusting. And so you long for closeness and fear it at the same time. Now, all of these attachment styles are ways that we learned probably with our parents, probably within our childhood, about whether someone was going to respond to our needs or not. So they became the way our nervous system navigates the world. And that follows us into adulthood. But the good news is it is moldable and it is changeable. The goal for yourself and in relationship is to be striving for what we call a secure attachment style. Now, secure attachment is where you feel comfortable with closeness and you value independence at the same time. You're able to trust easily and communicate well, and you don't fear abandonment. And you don't fear losing yourself in relationship. So these patterns aren't labels or lifelong sentences. With self-awareness and healing and within safe relationships, we can relearn these patterns. But it starts with us, right? It starts with you noticing, where in my relationships do I usually lie? Do I usually obsess over the small things and feel anxious when people don't text me back, like they might not like me? When someone gets close to me, do I feel like it's suffocating and I'm avoidant? Or do I feel a little bit of both of those? Do I feel that push-pull, like I really want to be close, but it's not safe to be close at the same time? And so we have to work with those energies. Those energies don't define us. What they do is they make us aware of places that need to be nourished. So we can nourish ourselves by saying things like, I am safe with you or without you. It is safe to trust and rely on others. And I can navigate the feelings of push-pull, right? So an example from my own life that was really telling was that I definitely have at different points probably been anxious and avoidant. So I was more in the disorganized zone, whereas I was worried that people would leave, but I really wanted to be close, right? And in that dynamic, there's another dynamic within relationship, which is that oftentimes anxious attached people pair with avoidant people. They're like different ends of the magnet, right? To continue to teach us the lessons that we need to learn to be as an anxious attachment, more secure, and as an avoidant attachment, more secure, right? So we often attract the opposites of us so that we can continue to learn those lessons. And I definitely have in the past. I had more insecure attachment than secure attachment, and I would attract people with avoidant attachment. And I would use it as further proof that I needed to be afraid. But that wasn't the truth. The truth is that I was being asked to be securely attached with myself so that I could attract securely attached relationships. And guess what? As soon as I became securely attached, and it's still a work in progress, it's a spectrum, it's better now than it's ever been, but definitely insecurities arise, right? And we have to honor that. We have to honor that we're always going to be in progress, but that we can also become more secure. And now my relationships are much healthier. I attract, because I'm securely attached, more secure attachments. So whereas sometimes I would manifest out of my fears, now that those fears aren't there, and I feel like I value my independence and I want to be close, I allow others to value their independence and be close, those are the kind of relationships I have. And they're available to you too. It all starts with asking the question, what's my attachment style? And how can I validate and self-soothe myself to get secure? Thanks for joining me on my journey. If you like this video, check out some of my other ones. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment below. I'd love to know more about your journey and what you're up to and where you are. If you're interested in coaching services, check out the link in the description and my website. Many blessings and much love.